Hey, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to be in a virtual reality world checking out Uforia on a pre-recorded webinar. So enjoy.
McKillop, and it's a pleasure to be here with each of you this evening. Tonight we're here to give a business overview on Uforia Science, a brand new company that was recently launched. In fact, just this last weekend, we had our soft launch, our pre-launch occur in Las Vegas. Some very exciting things happened at that event, and we're going to be able to share that with you tonight. We are on a very, very exciting journey dealing with DNA and specifically personalized nutrition. Our featured speaker tonight, his name is Rob Pottles, and I met Rob actually on the phone about 4 or 5 months ago, and I became very excited about him and his background and his understanding, not only about being a natural entrepreneur and in business and real estate investing, which is what he's done very, very well in his life financially, but he has also spent the last 12 or 14 years heavily involved in the company in DNA. He's got a tremendous DNA background. He was an ideal person to have, help lead this company and lead the field. And so with that, what I'd like to do is hand it over to our host, Mr. Rob Pottles, who's going to take us through an overview of Uforia Science. Then we're going to be able to share some stories with you, some people that have been involved in the company just for a very short period of time, 4 weeks, 7 weeks, 10 weeks, a very short period of time that have had a lot of success in a number of different areas. So with that, Rob, I'd love to hand the call over to you and say, take it away, my friend.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, John. Appreciate you. Welcome, everybody. John, is my volume okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to use my captain here, the ship, my navigator, my pilot, Mr. Robert Carlisle. Is going to help us through with the slides. So we're going to jump right in, guys. We're going to share with you a little bit about Uforia. Why Uforia, what's so different, about the product, because I know, how many times do you get invited to watch a webinar, how many times do you get invited to take a look at a product, and how many times do you hear all these crazy stories. So we're going to talk to you tonight about exclusive and proprietary. I was just sharing a phone call with somebody, and if you're a fan of the Shark Tank, I love the Shark Tank. I watch the Shark Tank every week. And one of my favorite sharks is Mr. O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. And of course, when you're one of the sharks, you get to hear all these different pitches, products and services. Sometimes you hear Mr. Wonderful say, what makes you think they're not going to crush you like the cockroach you are? If you've ever heard him say that before, that's because so many times there's products that are out there that can be knocked off and duplicated so quickly it'll make your head spin. And really there's nothing proprietary about a lot of products that are actually on the market. And that's exactly why there's so many different ones. So one of the things in this slide that I want to talk to you about is exclusive and proprietary. And you're going to find out here very shortly why and how exclusive and how proprietary this actually is. When we say one of a kind, we truly mean one of a kind. So next slide. All right, some of my favorite places as a customer. Right, so I'm a customer. I've purchased stuff off of eBay. I've purchased stuff off Amazon. I've purchased stuff off Wayfair. However, if you're watching this video, if you're joining us tonight, you're watching this as an entrepreneur. If you're going to go out there and build a company right now, you're going to go build a business. I want to ask you a question. Do you want the customer or your business partners to go online and then they Google the product and your product winds up on all these other websites? Not only does it wind up there, it somehow winds up there for cheaper than buying it from you. Do you want that to happen? Yes or no? If you're a business builder. So it doesn't matter if it's coffee, it doesn't matter if it's skincare, it doesn't matter if it's weight loss, it doesn't matter if it's part of the CBD war that's actually happened right now with CBD. How many places can you go get it? Well, when your company's product winds up on all these other sites, that might be a problem for you. That might be a problem for me. In fact, when I get pitched on companies, the first thing I do, I don't care what the company is I go to Google. And I try to find, and oh my goodness, so if I see the product everywhere else, do you know how I feel? You guys don't need me. What do you need me for? I mean, seriously, if anybody wanted this product, they could just go right there and they would just order it online for cheaper than getting it from the distributor. So anyway, we are Amazon proof, we are eBay proof, we're Wayfair proof, and any other website proof. And you're going to find out why. Next slide.
For decades, everyone's been telling us what nutritional supplements our bodies need. Throughout generations, our DNA is already known. And today, one company takes human history into the 21st century. Because every body is unique. And your DNA is the authority on your body's nutritional needs. Introducing Uforia, a nutritional supplement unique to every one of us because it's custom designed for each of us based on our DNA. No more guessing. No more risking deficiency or toxicity. No more wasting money. Just 100% you. Customized design. Delivered to your door. And affordable. Your parents gave you your DNA. But this isn't your parents' nutrition. This is your own designer nutrition. This is your Utrition. Uforia. Being you never felt better.
All right, intellectual software, 20 years in the making. What you are seeing here, or what you're learning about here, is the very first product that's going to be made specifically for you based on a simple swab of your cheek. While everyone else has to pitch you on why you should take their product because they talk about their ingredient and why their ingredient is so relevant, and they try to turn on QVC or HSN and try to pitch you on why you should take those products. Walk into the store, and there's hundreds to choose from. Talk to a distributor who works in a company, and 10 minutes later, you swear you should take their product. Until, of course, you talk to a different distributor with another company, and after 10 minutes in that conversation, you swear you should take that product. And here's the question. There's a lot of people watching tonight. Is there any two of us exactly alike? The answer is no. So why would one product work for all of us? The truth is that it doesn't. One size fit all is about to become obsolete. So what you're seeing is an opportunity to have a product made for you based on a simple swab of your cheek. How customized is it? Just over 400 million different possible formulations, one made for you. Next slide. What you're seeing is the beginning of the end of blind nutrition. And we'll say that again, it's the beginning of the end of blind nutrition. Everybody on this call tonight is from a different part of the country. If I were to ask you a question, do you remember Blockbuster Video? Many people would say, yeah. Let me ask you another question. Do you think they're going to come back? Most people would say no. Do you remember vinyl records, cassette tapes? Do you think they're coming back? No. Why not? Well, because there's a better way today. There's a better solution to a movie. You don't need to go to Blockbuster. You can sit here on your couch and hit a button, whether it's Netflix or pay-per-view, what have you. There's a better solution. It's cheaper. What about music? People still listen to it, but it's digital. It's a different technology. Sometimes it's held in the device in the palm of your hand, thousands of songs to choose from. Technology changes. In the nutrition space, health, wellness, and beauty space, technology is about to shift. It's about to become personal. And when that happens, the one-size-fit-all companies will turn into the vinyl record. It'll turn into the Blockbuster Video. It will become obsolete. Whether you and I participate or you and I simply stand by and watch, this is going to happen with or without us because it's the future of this space. It's a better mousetrap to the consumer, and it takes all the guesswork out, all the salesmanship out. So blind nutrition, designer nutrition, no guessing, simply swab your cheek. Next slide. World-class lab. Two things you need to know about our labs. We're HIPAA compliant and CLIA certified. Next slide. The Utritionator, the only one of its kind on planet Earth. We couldn't pick up the phone and call somebody and say, we want to buy one of those machines. We want to order one of them. because one of them did not exist. This machine was engineered, designed, and built over a 2-year period of time that will run over 3,400 orders in an 8-hour shift and over 400 million different possible formulations, one made for you. It doesn't exist anywhere else. So when I say proprietary and intellectual, this is one of those components right here that you're seeing and learning about that no one else actually has. So this is what makes the magic happen in the manufacturing facility. Totally automated. It blends and labels your very own nutrition on the fly with your name on the bottle. Next slide. What about the SNPs? People will ask, what gene SNPs do you test? So I want to spend the next 3 hours. I'm only kidding. I just want to spend the next minute and tell you a little bit about these gene SNPs. For those that are in the medical field, you may know the medical terminology by the description of the gene. That's fine. Most of us are not. So underneath of it, it'll give the layman term of what that gene is responsible for. For example, MTRR. Most of us don't know what MTRR are, but we do know healthy heart. Okay, so that's, so what about the FTO? Oh, that's weight management. So most of us understand the layman term of that gene, but these are the genes that we test. And real quickly, in order for a gene to be tested, it has to be relative. It has to have a profound impact on the way we're going to age. Needless to say, your heart would. Needless to say, weight would. So the different genes that are on this panel right here are be critical in the way that we're going to age. Secondly, they're actionable genes, which means that we can change the expression of the gene through the nutrition. Change the expression of the gene through the nutrition. I'll just give you a quick example. I use it all the time. Caterpillar and a butterfly. You do a DNA test of the caterpillar, you do a DNA test of the butterfly, DNA is the same, it won't change. But if you have an unhealthy caterpillar, without the right nutrition, without the right ingredients, without genetic expression, you don't get a butterfly. Only through the expression of the genes and genetic expression do you get a butterfly. So what we're trying to do is compensate and mitigate where we're lacking, giving us exactly what we need to become our best, and that's exactly what we do, and that's why we use these genes. They are heavy lifters, and they're also actionable genes that we can have an impact, a positive impact, and help change the expression of that gene. Next slide. What are the ingredients that we use? Well, first off, we use plant-based, whole food ingredients, and the ingredients have to have a minimum. When it says peer-reviewed studies or peer-reviewed articles, it has to have a minimum of 2 peer-reviewed studies in order for us to consider that as an ingredient. Next slide. Here are some of the ingredients. So instead of taking the next hour and going through each one of these and what they do and all the benefits, they're just right on our website. Everybody's formula is obviously different. So what's going to be made for John McKillop is not necessarily going to be in my formula. As a matter of fact, if John has an ingredient in his formula and I have an ingredient in my formula and it's the same, we could look at the dosage or the amount. And most likely there's going to be a different amount of the ingredient in my formula versus what is going to be in John's formula per se. So even though we share the same ingredient, the amount of the ingredient we get may actually be different. So, and we do a report, and the ingredients that's going to be in your formula is on the back page, exactly down to the milligram of exactly what's in your particular formula. Next slide. We acknowledge that our DNA is the authority of what our body needs. Immunetics. The ignorant might ask, what will this product do for me? Oftentimes, if I look back over the years, when people are looking at products, how many times have you heard people say, well, what's that going to do for me? And what they're waiting for is a claim. Oh, it's going to lower your cholesterol. Oh, it's going to cure cancer. Oh, it's going to get rid of your headaches. Oh, it's going to do this. It's good. That's what they're waiting for. And the ignorant will cave into that. They'll actually start making out all these claims. Even if it did do something for someone, you can't make this claims. So the ignorant might ask, what will the product do for them? The wise will anticipate what their body will do the very first time to be able to get exactly what it's supposed to have. It's amazing what the body will do. The body is designed to take care of itself with the proper nutrition, with the proper dialed-in ingredients of exactly what we're each supposed to have. And since we're all different, it's not the same for all of us. So the wise will anticipate what their body will do once they get the product. So to keep us clean on the claims, that's our answer. When people say, what will the product do for me? The real question is, what will your body do when it gets exactly what it's supposed to have? Next slide. Now I'm going to turn it back over to my partner in crime, Mr. John McKillop. And John is going to introduce your next guest. John's going to be going over the career opportunity, the business opportunity. I enjoyed being with you tonight. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Back over to you, John. John, you're on mute.
There we go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Rob. Really great presentation. I appreciate all the information you had to share. You're just such a great communicator. Really appreciate that. We've got a couple of guests on the phone with us tonight. This first one, his name is Scott Stansfield. I met Scott probably 4 or 5 months ago. Scott is extremely unique. From the fact that Scott is a naturopath medical doctor. He's a homeopathic medical doctor, and he also has a tremendous success being an entrepreneur, running and building his own businesses, significant 7-figure earnings annually for quite a long time. He's involved in our business. He saw it. He became involved full-time in our business. He's hit the ground running very, very hard, and he's here to quickly share what's happened to him and his wife since they've been involved in our business in a very short period of time. Scott.
I am here. Thank you so much. You know, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm just so proud to be affiliated with everybody in the company. It's a fantastic opportunity. It's a ground floor opportunity. It's groundbreaking. I'll actually turn on a video so you can see that there's a human being behind the voice there. But you know, I want you to think, if you're on this call, I want you to think about why you're on the call. Everybody has a reason to be on the call. And there's some sort of pain in your life somewhere. And we're going to cover that again kind of on Wednesday from a different perspective. If you're on this call, you've got some pain somewhere. Something's not working right. Either you're not happy with your job, you're not making enough money, the financial time schedule is not meeting the chronological time schedule. For whatever reason, you need to understand something. You're home and you're with family here. And I think that's incredibly important. We have a career opportunity here. The timing is absolutely flawless. It has every ingredient required to do anything you want to do. Now, I don't care how big your dream is or how small your dream is. Here's what I can tell you. You've got to fund it. And this is a way to fund it. And it's a very good way to fund it. You can do it very quickly. You can build a wonderful income. And I'm just proud to be associated with a company. And everybody I've met's world class. And every time I get together with Rob or John or Ron Williams, anybody, it just reconfirms to me that I'm at the right place at exactly the right time. And if you're brand new and you're looking at this for the first time, you're at the right place and you're at the right time as well. Welcome to Uforia, where, as I say, being you, it just doesn't get better than that. So back to you.
Scott, thank you very much. We've got another guest. His name is Michael Accurso, and we're going to bring Michael on in just a moment. I'm going to share with you how people actually earn income in our company. So, Scott, if you would go continue into the next slide, I'd appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we're to the point now where, as you've seen the efficacy of the product, personalized nutrition, DNA, where you've got a decision to make. You can choose to become a customer, or you can choose to become a nutritionist. That means you choose to become a representative in our company. To become a customer is free. All you need to do is enroll, you sign up, you purchase what we call your U-Start kit. We'll talk about that in a moment, and then you're off and you're running, or you can become a nutritionist. You pay a one-time fee of $40, and then you pay an annual fee that each year thereafter, it gives you a your own personal replicated customer site and a replicated business site. You've got a dashboard. You can participate in the compensation plan. They keep track of everything you earn. You get paid every single week in our company. You're paid weekly and you're paid monthly as well. So next slide, please, Rob. So there are 5 ways that you can earn income in our company. And I'm going to keep it at a very, very high level. We're not going to drill down super deep at a super tactical component. It's a very simple and easy to understand compensation plan. Where, if you could back up, please. Thank you very much. First way you earn income is what's called a first start bonus. When you enroll somebody into the business, they're going to purchase what's called a U-Start kit. And in that U-Start kit is something that's called pre-trition. It's something they're going to take for the first 30 days. Also, their swabs are in there that they can swab their cheeks, then they can put it into a sterile envelope, and they send it into the company, into the lab. The lab then does its work, and 2.5 weeks later or so, you get a 37-page DNA report that explains everything on those 18 SNPs and everything that you need to know. And about a week or 2 thereafter, you get your first delivery of your nutrition, personalized nutrition that's auto-shipped directly to you, to your home, and you're able to begin to use that, and then that's auto-shipped to you each month thereafter. So when you start in the business, when you enroll, when you purchase a product, you may choose to buy 3 of the U-Start kits or 5 of the U-Start kits or 10. Doesn't matter, because you purchase those kits to have on hand to get new customers and new nutritionists going. Everybody that you enroll, everybody for that first 30 days, you're going to earn a personal 30% commission on all the product that people that you personally enroll, and then you're also going to earn 2 levels deep of 10%. There's also what's called a U-Fortune pool that's paid monthly too, where every month the volume of all the new members, everybody that's been in the business that got involved just in that calendar month, all the volume that they did, 10% of their volume is shared in a pool. And for you to be able to participate in that pool, if you purchase 3, 5, or 10 U-Start kits in the month, if you successfully enroll a minimum of 2 new customers or nutritionists, and they send in for their DNA information, if you successfully bring 10 people or 20 people into the business, there's a whole category where you're going to get points. And at the end of the month, the more points that you accrue, you're going to share in that monthly bonus. There's also what's called a residual bonus, where every single month when you enroll into the business and you get your U-Start kit and you're taking your pre-trition, you take your DNA test, and then next month your nutrition, which is your monthly personalized nutrition, is sent to your home, and then every month thereafter is auto-shipped. Every single month, you're going to earn an income through a unilevel, 7 levels deep that we're going to go through in just a moment. You can earn income of all the product that is sold through your entire organization. That's the residual bonus, and you're paid on that monthly. There's also something called discounts and dividends. This is really cool because you can earn anywhere from $0 up to $20 on every single kit, everywhere down to infinity in your entire organization. So there's a certain volume that you do, and you might earn $20 on a group of people, and then you might earn 15 on another group, and you may earn another 10. Last month, to give you an example, my second full month in the business, my check just from the discounts and dividend bonus alone was over $800 alone, just on the discounts and dividends. And then there's a revenue share called a Rainmaker pool. This is the top spot in the company. No one has gotten there yet. We've just launched into a pre-launch phase. Everybody's fighting to be able to get there. And that's 1% of the total company auto-ship volume each month is set aside, and that's a bonus pool that's paid quarterly. It's a very handsomely paid plan, and it's here for people to make a lot of money, but also it's a very solid plan for you to be able to continue to earn that income for a long, long time going forward. Next slide, please, Robert. This is the unilevel component. We are a unilevel plan. As you can see from this, you can earn 7 levels deep, and then you can also earn 6 generations. A generation could be 3 levels, 10 levels, it could be 100 levels. I'm not going to go and educate you on this right now. There's a really great compensation plan video at 7 minutes that the company just put together. It was just launched this past weekend at our launch event in Las Vegas. It's a great video to watch. For those of you that are already nutritionists, you can go to the resource page. That's at euforiascience.com/resources. You can see the new compensation plan overview video there. It's easy to understand. This is a plan that pays in depth. It pays on activity. You earn income on generations. You've got the discounts and dividends. There's first start bonuses that go on. And then there's a 1% bonus pool that the top people in the company have an opportunity to share in on a quarterly basis. Next slide, please. Robert. Thank you very much. So this is that U-Start kit that I was talking about. And inside of that, you get your pre-trition. It's 180 veggie caps. You get that. You take you're going to take 5 a day. Let's figure this out. You're going to take 6 a day, 3 in the morning and 3 at night. You're going to take that all month long. You've got 2 swabs, so you can swab the inside cheek of your mouth. You've got a sterilized envelope that you're going to send in. And typically, the lab fee is $199. And in the U-Start kit today, the company's running a special. There's a $100 discount. You pay a one-time fee of $99. You send that into the lab. When you get your kit, you do your DNA test, you swab your mouth, you send that in. There's a $100 coupon in there. Your lab fee only costs $99 now. And that's a special that the company is doing. And they've continued that now coming out of the Las Vegas event. And then in about 2.5 weeks, you get your 37-page DNA report. Next slide. So when we talk about when somebody's looking to get involved in the business, there's a lot of different ways. You can choose to just to get 1 pack. And you know what? Hey, that's a great thing, because what's important when you come in, you get involved right in between what we would call between scared and nervous. But there's some reasons why you want to have just more than 1 pack. First and foremost, you do what you can afford. You don't ever want to do anything that's going to put you in a bad position financially. So that's first and foremost. And quite frankly, if you can only buy 1 pack, thank goodness you're involved in our business, because you need this business, not just from the health perspective, but from the business opportunity perspective also. We're going to help you make some money in our company. And so what happens is a person can choose to buy 3, 5, or 10 of these U-Start packs. And it's important, because what happens is this: when you start, when these are shipped to you, well, you've got 1 for you, maybe 1 for your significant other, and then if you bought a 3-pack, you've got 1 left. Well, that first person you talk to, they go, yeah, I want to get involved. That's great, because you've got a kit. You sell it to them at the same price that you paid for it. But right now, don't you want that person to right now, when they enroll, you can hand that pack off to them. They're going to pay you what you paid for it, and they're going to be able to swab right there on the spot. They're starting to take the pre-trition right now. Now they're engaged. Now they're doing it, right? You want them to be able to order a 3, 5, or 10-pack. You've got to have some inventory to get new people going. What I would suggest is at least the 5-pack or the 10-pack. You can see that you earn anywhere from 10, and actually these prices just went down. They dropped these prices, so this is the wrong slide. They dropped the prices at the event. On a 10-pack, you now get a 25% savings, and that's money you put directly into your pocket, because you can still sell that kit for $159, and then whatever shipping and or if there's any sales tax charged to you, and you can earn 25% right back into your pocket as well on that. And with that, by the way, you maximize for the $20 on the discounts and dividends, so you're going to make another $20 per kit just on that as well. But you've got inventory to get new people going. What you don't want is to go, great, yeah, I'd like to get going, and then you go, okay, let's contact the company, let's order your kit. It takes 3 to 5 days, to get there. Wouldn't it be great to have them having a kit now versus having to wait 5 or 6 days? Or now you're somewhere else and you've got a second or a third person that wants to start, and you've got nothing to be able to give them. People are going to start how you start. You need to teach them through example. It's important that you get yourself a 3, 5, or 10-pack when you start. It's very, very important. Next slide. This is that Rainmaker pool that we talked about. It shares in 1% of the company volume for the auto ships, and that's paid on a quarterly basis. This is going to be a tremendous amount of money. Next slide. So with that, when we talk about the company, Rob did a great job of talking about personalized nutrition. And really, for the first time ever, somebody's listening to your body. Your body's screaming, this is what I want. This is what I need from a nutritional perspective. And for the first time, there's somebody out there that's figured out that code that's listening to what the body needs. They're able to put it together in personalized nutrition and auto ship it directly out to you. There's timing where this company is right now in the pre-launch. We're a brand new company. The only thing new about our company is the opportunity. We have a company that's our backbone. Where one of the investors in our company is a person by the name of Terry LaCour through LaCour Technologies. This is a company that does nearly $1 billion a year in annual sales in manufacturing and distribution all over the globe right now. They're the back end. They're the backbone. They handle all the manufacturing, distribution, the treasury, the legal, the back office, all of those kinds of things. And then Ron Williams, who's our CEO, I love this guy to death. I spent 3 days with him about 3 months ago. Just really, really appreciate where he was coming from and the culture that he's creating in this company. I sold my other businesses within 2.5 weeks, and I went full time in this business. And a lot of that was because of my conversations and meeting with Ron Williams. I already knew Terry LaCour. I knew the kinds of businesses that he had built in the past. And I loved one of the things I loved about Ron was that he was the founder of a publicly traded company. He founded it. He ran it for 17 years. It was a nutrition company doing business at one point in over 100 different countries around the world. He's a tremendous leader. He's the CEO of our company. So when you look at our company, from the packaging and the marketing materials and the videos and the messaging and what we're doing in the event that we just had, and then the backbone that we have with LaCour Technologies, people look at our company and they swear we're 8 years old, and we just entered into a pre-launch mode. The only thing new about us is the opportunity, and this thing is scaled for speed, and there won't be any blips in the road. And in fact, it's really exciting. The company just announced and brought out, we just announced our app. So now there's an app for your phone that at any given time you can go onto your phone, you can go into your back office, you can check your volume, see what's happening and going on. You can forward videos via text message or an email to people. When somebody watches the video, you're communicated that this person just watched the video. You know how much of the video they watched. You can set an alarm in your phone to get back to the person in 24 hours. It's set up as a recruiting machine. It also helps you can order product and services on it. You can also go in and you get information out of your back office on it as well. So I've been in this industry for a long time, for quite a few years. And we meet a lot of people. And this next person, his name is Mike Curso. And I met Mike probably about 5 or 6 months ago. And Mike has earned a tremendous amount of money in this industry. Every time I turn around, he knows people that I've heard about. He knows them. He's got great relationships all over the United States. Mike is involved in our business full time. Mike lives in Kansas City, so he's always on the road traveling and doing things. And I'd like to turn it over to Mike Curso just for a moment. I'd like for Mike to be able to share with each one of you what's happened to him in a short period of time. Michael, you're on mute, so take yourself off mute. You with us?
John, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we can't see you. There's a light there, but not sure what you're trying to do. It looks like you're outside in the dark somewhere with a light, but go ahead.
I'm on a laptop in a bedroom here in Vegas at Ken's house, and we're all excited, John. I mean, when you look at the opportunity, it makes sense. I ask people one thing: does it make common sense? Well, as Rob and you eloquently said, and Scott, walking into a vitamin store buying one size fits all will be obsolete. Uber destroyed the cab business. Apple destroyed the cell phone business. And Uforia will change nutrition forever. So, John, I want to personally thank you for your commitment, your stellar, visionary leadership. And, John, when you look at the compensation plan, the unilevel, the bonuses, I know we're going to add some other components, but when's the best time to get involved, John? 5 years from now, when people are making $1 million a month, and I'm going to say that's going to happen, but what if you can only make an extra $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month? Ride the wave, be with us, be in the global pool the rest of your life 3 or 4 years from now, and never worry about income again. I think when you look at what's going on in America with the government shutdown and things like that, more and more people need an extra income, John. And Forbes just did an article on why every American needs a home-based business. Just for the tax purposes, John, it pays for this business. So get started tonight. Get back to the person that got you on this call. Don't hesitate. Step up, and be up with Uforia. John, back to you.
Hey, Michael, thank you very much, and certainly appreciate your leadership very much. And I'd like to leave each one of you just with one thought here. As you look at our business today, we're involved in personalized nutrition involving DNA. We have something that nobody else has out there. Blind nutrition is something that is going away. It's changing. In fact, hey, Robert, do me a favor. Go ahead and take it off the slide and put it just back on the picture then, if you would. That'd be great. We have something that nobody else has out there, not just in the United States, but literally in the world today. There's nobody doing what we're doing when it comes to personalized nutrition. And it's not going to stop here. You're going to see this company enter into DNA skincare and many other lines as this moves and as it goes forward. And it's not going to stop just here, because we're open in the United States, we're open in Canada, we're open in Puerto Rico, and this is relatively soon you're going to see it expand into other parts around the globe. I've been with companies, ladies and gentlemen, that when they launch in North America and then they branch into Asia and go into Europe and Africa and Australia, I've been one of those people that has 10,000, 20,000, 40,000 plus people in their organizations as the businesses grow, around the globe. I have no God-given talents. I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't bounce the basketball, but I can put the ball in net. I can take the ball across the line. Show me what I need to be able to go do to be able to be successful. I will promise you this: a day of effort today is like 30 days of effort a year from now. Let me say that again. A day of effort today is like 30 days of effort a year from now. You are not going to want to be left out. Imagine getting involved in a company for something that nobody else has. When I say DNA, everybody says, "Oh my gosh, tell me more about it." No one says, "No, it's okay. I have no interest." Hey, not everybody gets involved, and that's okay. I can't twist their arm and make them do what they don't want to be able to go do. But I find it really interesting, because there are people that will walk into their freezer, they're going to pull out a pre-packaged meal, not even look at all the ingredients in it. They're going to throw it in the microwave and they're going to eat it, and it's horrible for them with little to no nutritional value. And we try to bring personalized nutrition to somebody's life, and all of a sudden they want to back up, put their hands up, and now they want to really dig into all the ingredients and explore what's there. And hey, that's fine. We have an open book. We're happy to share whatever we have. But you know what? I'm not going to spend an exorbitant amount of time. This is moving too fast. I'm going to show it to you. And if you don't want to do it, I'm going to ask you, can I follow up with you every single month and just let you know what's happening to me, both in the product and in the business. They've given me permission to follow up with them. And there might be a need in their life at some future point. And I've had that actually happen before. Don't be one of these people that sits on the sideline. Make a decision. Go for it. Join this with us. Get your hands on this product. Get your DNA test. Begin taking the product. Begin building the business with us in North America. And then as we continue to launch this around the globe. Looking forward to seeing you on our next webinar. We do these webinars every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday evening, and every Wednesday night we do a training. So we're here for you. We're here to support you, help you build, grow, and develop your business. Look forward to seeing you soon. Everybody have yourself a wonderful evening, and take care. Thank you very much. Good night. Bye-bye.
Hey, folks. Really appreciate everybody's time. Tonight was actually a replay. And we actually did our presentation.
Each of our paid channels are sending our customers.
First, let me stop that. So tonight was a replay of one of the first Wealth Builders videos that had John McKillop on it. And tonight was a little special. I want to give everybody kind of like a little insight of doing replays and stuff like that. We had Mr. Phil bring us into the presentation tonight. And I do see some people on tonight. I see Randy and Sharon. Do you folks want to unmute and say something about tonight's replay?
Hey, Robert. Hey, Rob.
I can hear you.
How you doing?
Good. So what did you think about tonight's replay?
Wow, I did not know it was a replay. That one fooled me.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Did it fool you, Randy?
It did. It actually did. And I was watching some of the graphics and some of the background, and I said, oh, this is different. So it didn't really come through to us, and I didn't recall it. But now that you point that out, I do remember some of the specifics of some of the leaders that spoke. And of course, everybody is dear to our hearts, and yourself included. We just absolutely can't tell you how incredibly proud we are of Uforia and some of the, I think, monumental steps that are being undertaken to the health and the increased mental, physical, emotional, body, mind, and spirit advantages for people right now.
And the testimonies are just amazing what I keep hearing. So it's our whole team is feeling better, looking better, having more energy. I mean, nobody's having that 3 o'clock lull where they're always wanting to go sleepy. So yeah, we have some good energy in our team and
Awesome.
throughout the company. So.
I know from my own experience, it's been something. If I started to just step off the health platform a little bit and go grab a potato chip, all of a sudden my body doesn't feel the same. So I know the cleansing factor along with this top shelf nutrition, my body's speaking back to me saying, don't do it, stay the course, stay healthy, and avoid it. I don't crave it as much as I used to. I used to love.
He likes potato chips.
I've never met a potato I didn't like. So yeah. So, but anyway, the presentation, they're always outstanding. I always pick up something new every time I hear them.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate you folks, chiming in tonight and adding to the very. I know this was a pretty long one, but I was saying, "Hey, Rob, I'm all ready to go," and he says, "Oh, today's Thursday," and I said, "Hey, don't worry about it. I got you. We'll do a replay." So I was messing around with a little bit of virtual reality today, and I thought it'd be cool just to put a little twist on it. So, I was just trying to get a little kick out of everybody, see if they notice anything different.
Yeah. That
Very
was
cool.
very interesting. I wish I had a tenth of your understanding
Knowledge.
of technology.
Yes.
I feel like such a dummy when it comes.
We're not good at it.
But we're getting better.
I may be honest with you folks. I mean, it's just taking a little bit of time and pushing some buttons. That's all I've been doing. I don't even say I'm an expert in doing any of this technology stuff, but I can tell you this, from being so busy when I was really young, I never really had a chance to, dive into the technology part, but I'm really excited to learn new things and stuff. So, but, I don't want to run the night too long, but I do appreciate you folks chiming in tonight. I wanted to see how we got a response with actually doing like a kickoff with like a virtual reality. I'm gonna actually talk to Rob Pauls about using virtual reality for doing conferences and meetings and stuff. So I'm finding that this technology is starting to pick up with the corporate world and stuff. So this might be a neat little twist to throw into, gaining more or building the team and stuff. So I just wanted to get a reaction from everybody, and I appreciate your input on that. So but with that being said, I appreciate everybody's time. I see Jill online here. I see Jerry. And I see, I think that's Phil. Does anybody else want to chime in tonight and throw some thoughts in tonight's presentation? Anybody? How about you, Jerry?
First, I have to find unmute, right?
There it is.
Okay, guys. So, yeah, short notice, but you pulled it off very well. I've been online with Robert all day with his virtual reality here. This is going to be so cool, you guys, what he's got in store. So stay tuned and wait to see how these presentations are going to turn out. Anyway, I remember that replay. It was great. In the beginning, it was great to listen to again. We are on track to just be in the forefront of all these other companies, and I'm so excited to be on board. And I appreciate everybody, short notice, chiming in. I put it on Facebook, Facebook Live, but it'd be a Zoom, and here you are, and I really appreciate you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Jerry.
So, yeah, thanks for the team.
Yep.
Let's go do it.
Hey, Phil, I see you there. You want to chime in?
Sure, I can throw in my 2 cents. It was great preview, or great replay. Like I said, the last couple of times I've been on, you get out of network marketing what you put into it. If you treat it like a hobby, you're going to put money into it just like a hobby. You treat it like a part-time job, you'll make a part-time income. You treat it like a full-time job, you'll make more than you ever dreamed. So get out there, tell as many people as you can about it. Just all we got to do is share the information. The product speaks for itself. I mean, my wife had a testimony in 4 days. Here's something that blew me away, and it's blown away all my personal friends. My testimony for the last 30 plus years, I'm a night guy, okay? I'm up till 4, 5 a.m. every morning. I go to sleep usually about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I get up at 10 a.m. and start my day all over. The last 2 weeks, it has totally changed me. I'm going to sleep between 9 and 12 and waking up at 6 or 7, just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, no grogginess, no nothing. And that's just weird. You know, I've actually talked to a couple of friends that are into nutrition, and they're like, that's the way it's supposed to be. Your body heals at night, and you should be sleeping during the night. And I have not ever slept at night for 30 plus years. It's you know, early morning and then back up and do it all over again. There's days that, like today, normally, like this morning, I got up at 4:30 this morning because I go to what's called the Warriors at Heart. It's a men's ministry group. And then I go through the process of my day. And the reason I'm sitting out in my car is because I play on a pool league. So I go to pool league, and then I get out of here usually 11:30, 12 o'clock. And then I go to bed, you know, when I get home, usually about 2 or 3. So I've been up 24 hours by the time I go to sleep. And that's not the case now. It's totally changed my whole sleep pattern. And I can't tell you why. It's because my body's getting the nutrition that's built for it. And
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Awesome. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate your testimony there. With that being said, I want to cut the night off because we're actually going a little bit over time here, but I appreciate everybody chiming in, and we'll look forward to the next Wealth Builders presentation on Sunday, and we'll see you soon. So everybody have a wonderful night, and you all take care. Take care.